warm up a little bit yet or no?
Nah, I feel good in here. I say that.
How was practice?
Chilly.
Might be a little bit. It's going to be a little chilly.
I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing.
Does that change how you approach a game at all?
Nah, not really. I mean, I can't do nothing.
What's the coldest you've ever played?
New England.
Oh, yeah.
Too cold.
By the time you get warmed up and kick off, are you warmed up literally, or are you still cold and you got to stay by the heater as much as possible?
I usually just try to get my hands and feet warm as possible. That's the money makers. I gotta make sure I'm moving around on those and make sure they're ready for the ball and anything.
How do you feel like the Bills game went for you personally?
It was pretty boring, if I'll be honest. But love seeing T go crazy. At the end of the day, I'm all a team player. So I mean, I can't complain about that.
Was it more of what was it? Just I think Benford followed you throughout that game. Was it more just getting doubled, or what was it kind of?
It was really just hard to run real routes in the snow out there. You know what I'm saying? Especially trying to beat the leverages that they was giving me. And when we did have opportunities, we didn't click on them. So it was just one of them opportunities.
Joe said after the game that they made it a point to take you away. Do you feel like after what happened against Baltimore the first time that you might see a different coverage look than you saw in the first game against them?
I'm sure they might do similar things. They might do the same thing but make it look different. But I'm sure they're going to do some similar things and just add on.
When T made, which catch did you think was more impressive? Which touchdown catch?
Obviously, the first one was just one we needed, but the one hand was insane. Yeah. It's a great catch.
Have you talked to him this week at all about coming back and playing and kind of what's the conversation's been between the two of y'all as he gets ready?
No, we don't. We don't really talking about like what he gonna do for the game. I'm just talking to him regular like we do every day, being social, being friends. You know what I'm saying? Just taking his mind away from the stuff that he's going through and just letting him be himself for a minute.
Are you concerned at all about kind of his health moving forward? Kind of he's taken some hard hits these last couple of weeks. I mean, what's that like as a guy who's friends with him, is tied to the hip with him? What's that like seeing him kind of go through this?
I would say I'm always concerned with his health. I feel like the same with y'all. I feel like anybody on the team, especially people that I'm real close with. But at the end of the day, I always tell him like we got to do what we could do for our body. At the end of the day, that's gonna make us better. But whatever he got going on, I don't really tell him what to do. At the end of the day, I'm just being there and being positive for him.
When you go up and you're trying to make a contested catch and you're high pointing the ball and stuff like T has, and then he lands on his head. Is there anything as a receiver you can do? Your hands are obviously out here trying to catch the ball. So what can you do to avoid hitting your head like that? Is there anything?
I mean, yeah, but in a moment it's hard to say. You know what I'm saying? Because in a moment it's not. And sometimes you don't really have that much control over your body as you fall, and you know what I'm saying. You might step on his foot or something, and your whole body moving to change. So it's really hard to say when it's in the moment.
After the game, he talked about being a soldier, and you guys are soldiers. It's the name of the game. You take hits, you get back up, you try to play. What is the fine line? Do you ever face that moment tomorrow where, I want to keep playing, but I, like you just said, want to do what's going to take care of my body at the same? It seems like a fine line to walk.
I mean, yeah, it's a fine line to walk, but everybody gonna have their opinion on it at the end of the day. But you gotta think about yourself at the end of the day, putting yourself out there, your career, your life, your line. You know what I'm saying? So your generation, your legacy is all on the line, whatever you do. So that's all.
How much do you and T, Joe, whoever it is, Chase Brown, how much do you guys talk about that?
We don't really talk about that so much. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we always in a building. All we talk about is football. Majority of the time, we're trying to find stuff to do that's not football. Trying to find hobbies, trying to hang out, go eating, and stuff like that.
How much time do you spend with, with your other offensive captains, like Orlando, who's, been on the job for a couple of years? What's your view of him, and have you picked his brain at all on being a captain or anything?
A lot of positivity from Orlando and just positive energy from Orlando. He's one of the guys, last year, I would talk to him a lot. He would talk to me a lot. And we would always have conversations. Still to this day, with me and him always just constantly talking about anything, little things like you saying. So we talked about it all.
He seems to be kind of a natural. You've talked, I think pretty eloquently about how, you've had to look at the role, grow into it and everything like that. And he seems kind of like a natural guy.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be his character at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? He walks in and he's the same person every day. Never seen him one day he's been annoyed, mad, or sad, about, what he comes in and do in his personal life. He comes in every day the same person.
Does a guy like that have an impact on the locker room?
Yes, I would say so, yes.
What do you feel like y'all's biggest objective is over the next 4 games?
Say it again?
What do you feel like y'all's biggest objective should be over the next 4 games?
Finish strong. Of course, we got to win out, but we just got to finish strong. That's the best thing. One game at a time.
How much do you think Joe Burrow loves football?
I thought this was an AI. I'm not. Did this really happen though? That's real.
Yesterday?
Yes, yes.
Well, it depends on what you saw.
I don't really know nothing about it at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's something.
You might have seen something that we're not.
I mean, but like I've seen a little bit from the TV walking outside from practice, and then like I turned my eyes, but I don't know nothing about it. At the end of the day, I see him the same every day. To me, he loves football. You know what I'm saying? But that's a him question. I can't answer that for him. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
And I'm asking for your perspective. I'm not trying to.
I don't know. From what I see the same person every day. He comes to work. He loves work. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he don't look like he's bummed to be here,
But I
Looks the
think
same every day.
I think when after the Baltimore game, you asked us like, did you think he was emotional? Because we asked you. It seems like this has kind of really hit him a little bit differently than all the other time. Now, after seeing him for the last few weeks, what do you think?
Y'all know y'all be putting some clues together, boy, I swear. Honestly, nothing's wrong with a little emotion at the end of the day, especially coming back from injury. The man loves the game. I think he loves the game. From what I've learned from him also at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really say what he feels at the end of the day, but from what I see, man, he seems the same every day. Comes to work ready to play, comes to practice, the same guy. He helps me every day. It's no negativity in the building from him. So.
What was his reaction to you guys singing "Happy Birthday" yesterday?
He don't like it, so I don't know whose idea it was. I was trying to get a cake brought in here to piss him off a little bit more because I know he don't really do that. So I just wanted to show him like, bro, we appreciate you, bro. Let's get a big cake for you, and I wanted to give him a little cake in the face, but. It's good seeing him like that. You know what I'm saying? I know he don't like it, but I like seeing him like that sometimes.
Have you ever gotten him?
He need to embrace it.
Have you ever gotten him anything for his birthday over the years? Y'all have known each other for a while now.
Nah, I might need to do something for Christmas, and who knows?
What do you when Joe is like enjoying everything the most? When is Joe's ever at his happiest? You've played with him for so many years. When is he in his best mood?
I can't tell. I can't tell. If I be honest, he smiles every day. Like the narrative that y'all trying to paint on him right now, I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he's the same person every day. He comes to work. He loves work. He loves the guys in the locker room, so he's pretty positive to me.
There's no narratives. We're just asking questions. Just for the mics.
A little bit of narratives. It's okay.
I hate to.
What do you think Joe would be like if he wasn't a quarterback and he wasn't playing? Right now, at his age, if he could.
I would probably say he'd be do something like NASA. He'd be doing something with NASA, or he'd be messing with like sculptures or something like that.
Sculptures?
Yeah, like old bones, like dinosaur bones. Like he'd be doing something like that.
There you go. Sorry.
Is it okay if I ask a football question?
Sure, go ahead. Whatever. Floor's yours.
I majored in newspaper, not psychology. Was just wondering about this secondary. Hamilton's getting a lot of play, especially last month or so. I'm wondering if because I know you had said going into that game you maybe he's covered twice or something. Did you see him at all? And the way they're using him, is it different than in the past? What do you think of him as a player?
He is a good player overall. I haven't checked him, or he hasn't checked me last game or nothing like that. He just like lined up over me, and you know they have been using him. I could say differently because last time we played, like you said, he checked me on one of the routes, and the previous year before that. So, who knows? You know what I'm saying? They probably are using him a little different.
Does that make you think, you know, what do you think of back there? What do you think of them as a whole back there, how they play, veteran group?
Honestly, I love playing Baltimore. At the end of the day, those guys, all those DBs are good work. At the end of the day, from the nickel spot to outside, from safeties, everybody's a good competition across the board, and just getting good work during the game.
You and Cheeto going at it, I think, for just like training camp, huh?
Yeah, that's my guy right there. Yeah, like Cheeto.
You guys talk during the game?
We actually don't. We've been through hell at practice, so me and him, we actually didn't say a word to each other. Maybe like 3 words or something like that.
Is that a sign of respect, kind of, for what you have for him?
Yeah, out of respect. I don't really talk trash to Cheeto. You know what I'm saying?
What was your reaction when he signed with Baltimore initially?
I get another opportunity against him. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it at the end of the day. I like Cheeto, so I like going against him. You know what I'm saying?
When he returned.
I like Cheeto.
He was released by the Titans.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he helped me when I was a rookie too. So like, it goes back all the way back for me getting reps with him. So just showing how far I come, and you know, just putting a skill against skill.
Speaking of narratives, those rookie narratives were interesting.
Say it again.
The rookie narratives during training camp were fun.
That's a lie. Y'all paint a picture for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It happens.
I have another football question. Do you prefer catching a ball on the run or sitting in a zone and making somebody miss and then making a big play? And why?
Well, I would love to say catch and run because it's a little easier. Be more in stride, and you know what I'm saying. It's be faster, run past people, but it all depends on the coverage at the end of the day, you know. So I would pick the first one.
Would you say that at this point in your career you feel like you do both equally well?
Yes, I would say I'm well rounded.
When you say Cheeto helped you mean on the field with being such a good DB, or were there conversations? Was there a big brother out?
Shoot, both. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, both. Me learning the technique, me asking questions, him telling me what he see from me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, me and him kicked it up from out the facility a couple of times too. So overall, he's a good person, good overall dude.
How important, looking back, was it to have good veterans in that 21 group? As y'all were kind of transitioning to kind of show some of the young guys the ropes on whatever side of the ball it was. How important was that to y'all's success over the years in 21 and 22?
That was great DBs, man, if I'm being honest. I learned a lot from those guys. That whole year I learned a lot, period, you know what I'm saying, from those guys. So I could say they helped me along this journey too, you know what I'm saying, every one of those guys.
Speaking of DBs, what's the evolution of DJ Turner been like, and seeing him thrive and be as sticky in coverage as he's been this season?
Yeah. So we had good reps in camp, if I'm being honest. We had really good reps in camp, and I think that's when I knew, you know, he was going to be having a great year at the end of the time. And it really just happened out of nowhere, if I'm being honest, you know. And when the games came, he just made more and more plays, and it just looked easy to him.
What's unique about him as a corner? What stands out the most when you're going up against him without giving away the secret sauce, I guess?
I would say, you know, I would say he's versatile corner. At the end of the day, like, you know, he's not afraid to switch it up, his techniques.
You've had some really good games in this ball. 201 game, and the rookie, and some others. Is it, you know, and they're good. I mean, does that kind of bring out the best in you when you go against guys that you know so well?
I wouldn't say that a lot of the time. I wouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I play the best against everybody. At the end of the day, I feel like I go out there and play my hardest against everybody. But you know, some games just so happen to be better than other games. At the end of the day, it just so happen to be. It don't matter who I play against.
Thanks, Mark.
That was like 20 minutes today, huh?
Some good newspaper questions,
Emily?
Butchie.